streaming? I think it worked.
Still just showing the chat.
Yeah. What about now? Still just chat.
Yeah, still chat.
Okay. Try this link. Does it work?
No, still chat.
What about the link? The YouTube link.
Oh,
You're in full screen, right?
all right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're all good. Yeah.
Okay, so there's probably gonna be a delay on the YouTube thing stream. So you just gotta stop me if I'm going too fast or something like that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn this to a single display thingy, so you can see what I'm doing. Not that it's probably gonna not make much sense since you're a Blender user, but here we go. Let's add an HDI. I like this one. And here we go. Okay, so let's add a material to this guy. Let's just make it a glossy one.
Wait, before you start, is there a way to stop the echo from happening?
Oh, just turn off mute YouTube.
All right, say something again.
Test.
Okay, it worked. All right. I have never used Discord. You can tell I'm just such a noob. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, it's all good. You're
It's a
all
steep
set.
learning curve. So I made a glossy material here. And let's just apply that to the statue. That worked. It looks glossy. I'm gonna give him a color. Something light. I don't like that. It's fine, and we're gonna give him some roughness. Just about 50, that's fine too. So we got this node called the dirt node. And it's very useful. And you can just plug it into the diffuse, and then you'll be able to see what you're doing. I think. Let's try and up the strength. There you go. We are getting darkness
Oh, that's
into the
nice. That's quite,
creases.
yeah, that's
And
very nice.
you can up the details. You can up the radius of it. And just play around with the tolerance and the spread and the distribution and the bias and all the things. But the beautiful thing in Octane is you can combine it with noises. So if I just do a noise here, let's add some contrast to that one and transform it so it's smaller. I can't see it. Try not the gamma. I think it's must be very big. No, it's just very dark. Maybe the UVs are weird, so we're gonna add a projection tag. Set it to box. That helped. Then just up this guy again. Give that some more octaves and some more omega. Turn up the contrast a bit and the gamma down.
What is Omega? I've never heard of that before.
Oh, just this. It's the detail of the octaves. So if I turn it down, he turns into a Dalmatian. Is that
Yeah.
the spotted dog?
Yeah.
And if you turn it up, it will just add a lot more detail.
Okay.
So you can see if I up the contrast here. So we got something pretty rough here. Kind of like it. We got a third note. And I want to subtract the whites from the third note, so I can use an add here and subtract these. So now it looks like it's a lot more smudgy, right?
Mhm.
That's the basic gist of
That's so nice.
the third note in Octane. It's really easy to use.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Mm.
Do you have any advice for the glass textures as well? Since you were talking about how easy Octane glass is, aside from caustics, like I know it won't have caustics, but
It will have caustics.
oh,
Let's
it
just
does.
yeah. Let's just make a square. That's the deal. Good enough. Can I move this, please? Here we go. Made a square. Let's up the segments a bit. 64. Make it an isometric. Okay, so you got materials, you got a specular material. You just drop that on the sphere. See, you already got the caustics here. There's a couple of different options in the specular material. Like, of course, the index, not that one. It'll get more shiny, but let's keep it to glass. So that's 2.4.2, right? I usually give my glass just a tiny bit of roughness, like something 0.2, maybe a bit more. Something like that. That's too much. So 0.5. Yeah. And in the comment tab, you got fake shadows. That'll kill the caustics, but it'll make it load a lot faster. Or
Okay.
render a lot faster. And you got the thin walls, so now we got a soap bubble. But you would, of course, if this was to be like a hollow glass sphere or ball, just see if I can remember how to even work in Cinema now. We just bowl it, copy that one, and what do? We subtract A from B, so make this guy a bit smaller, like 29. Swap him. I can't tell the difference, but that's actually just the glass. Now we got a glass texture, so let's try and apply it to like something like a window pane. Where's my plane? Oh, it's up there. There we go. Let's give it some thickness. Cloth surface would do that. Oh, now 1 centimeter. Now we got a piece of glass. So that's quite easy to do. Any questions?
No, I'm just like I'm astounded. It's so much better than Cycles glass, just right out of the box without even trying.
That's the thing with Octane, right? You haven't got a lot of options like you do in Redshift or something like that, but it just looks good. out of the box.
Do you have the sky on right now, or like what are you using for the lighting?
This is just an office space.
Oh, gotcha.
I kind of like to use, but there's the Octane Sun, right? If I turn this one on, you got the sun. Just gonna change my camera to perspective. It works quite well too.
Oh yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, and you got different options like inside of the sun. If you press the little tag here, you got the. I don't know if it's the same in what's it called in Blender, but the Hosek Wilkes daylight model, that's actually the same as the one they use in Corona Render.
Oh yeah, we have the Nishida and the Pretham
Yeah,
in Blender.
the Nishida's also here. I kind of just like the Octane daylight one. So that's basically it.
That's really neat. Thanks for sharing that with me. I'm definitely gonna try it tonight later on.
Yeah, and just ask away if you got any questions. You also got a really cool thing in Octane. That's a new one, especially. I work a lot with CAD files, right, and they are horrible. But something like these sharp edges, you can get around that if you go into the comment tab here again, and can't do that on glass apparently. You go into the comment tab. No, you can't do it with glass. I'm just being an idiot. If you go into the basics tab and add rounded edges, there's a node that fakes edges. So she said that's accurate, bump it up a bit, give it like a centimeter. That's too much. 0.2. And you got rounded edges for
Oh,
free.
that's really nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, so I have one more question. Sorry, I'm definitely going to
No.
bombard you with questions. So the next thing, what would you recommend for shading like a cloud volume type of texture? Like because I know like fog and volumetrics in Octane are great. Like, do you have any tips for that?
Oh, are you? This is my specialty. We do not use textures in Octane for clouds.
How does it work then?
I will show you. See,
All right.
I got a bunch of my clouds. You know them.
Oh yeah.
You press.
I think the world knows your clouds. Literally, your clouds are like the most famous clouds in the world.
I gave him to Dizzy Viber yesterday. I really
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see what he does with it.
I
That's fun.
really hope he's gonna use them. He was like, "Oh man, thank you. That's so cool." I was like, "You sound so American."
Where is he from? LA?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I actually don't know. I didn't ask. There's so many guys there. Okay, so you add the in objects. You add the V. I'm just going fast because I know you have to go.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
You have to add the Octane VDB volume, or you can actually, if you just want fog, you can just add the fog volume. And I'll just go a couple of the parameters here. But the Octane VDB volume, add that one. Go into VDB file. Documents 3D cloud small. Just add a cloud. Whatever. My clouds are tiny. Look at that little guy right there. So set it to kilometers, hectometers, or something, and then it'll scale up. It's scaled up. Try with hectometers instead. Yeah, there he is. And just go into object mode here, and we'll scale him down a bit. Oh, look at that. That's the one Morten used for the window. I gotta make some more at some point. So this guy is not that opaque. So let's go into medium, volume medium. this one a bit bigger, and this one so you really can see what's going on. Into the volume medium. So the density is kind of self-explanatory. There he is. There he isn't. So let's bump that up to 800. And the volume step length, that's actually how many calculations Octane does per, I guess it's pixels, right? But that's too technical anyway. If I bump it down to 0.5, we get a denser cloud. The absorption, can make that one white. Just go into a camera, add some highlight compression, and here we go, something like that. But the further you go down in the volume step length, the longer the render will take. As you see, if I go down to 0.02, got like a cotton-like cloud, 0.08. But then you can always play around with the density, right? So you get a lot more details on the edges here, right? And you got the scattering too. You can turn that all the way up to white, and it will get more diffused on the sides depending on how high you crank that one up. And 0 is that's just the standard one. So if you want a pink cloud, you just make it pink. If you want the cloud with some emission on, you go into Octane and add a volume gradient, I think. No, to the ramp, and add a volume gradient, yeah. And then you dive into that one. And you'll be able to add some lights. You just crank that one up. Or maybe you won't. Am I doing this wrong? I think I am. I kind of forgot how to do that. Or maybe it's too dense now. Nope. Okay, so I just can't remember how to make... Oh, you need to add light. Octane. It's the texture emission. Yeah, there we go. Now we got light. So we'll switch the gradient here. Actually, I'll turn this one black. And can we get a tiny bit of light on it? No? That's too much. So I've only done this a couple of times, that's why it's a bit finicky. Oh, yeah,
It's still so cool though. I'm so excited about this now.
yeah, see, now we're getting light. I just want it in the crevices. Can I get that? Probably not. Can always jump out and turn down the emission. It's probably way too strong, yeah.
I've never asked you what sort of PC do you work off of?
I built one myself. So it's just parts. Did you want me to give you the specs?
Kind of. Sorry, I like specs. What kind of GPU do you have?
The GPUs, what are they called? The AMD. If it's a 12 core.
Oh, the Ryzen. Okay.
Yeah, the Ryzen one. See, here
Sorry,
we
I
go.
always love hearing what people's builds are. It's like always interesting to me.
It's the Ryzen 9 3900X 12 core.
Gotcha.
And I got 32 gigs of 30. Oh my god,
Oh, you have the
numbers in my head.
2080. The 2080.
Yeah,
That's so nice.
I got a 28, and I got one at work too. So this computer is actually almost exactly the same as the one I have at work, so I can work from home very easily.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What's it like working like over there right now? Like, do you all have to wear masks when you go in, or what's going on with?
We're a
No.
private company, so
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you work for a large firm.
and a lot of the guys are working from home. So when I go to work, we're like 4 people.
Oh, gotcha.
And we try to like stay apart, but it won't work. So just go. If anyone's got corona, then everybody's gonna get it. But we gotta
It's gonna be
get
your
some work
fault. You're
done.
gonna infect everyone in your office.
Yeah, probably me. Yeah, but I have this program called Parsec, and it
What is
works.
that?
It's a remote control. See, now we're at work. This is me being at work now, so I can check my email.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really good. So I can actually use the computer at work, like a node,
Yeah.
and just I got the FTP up and running and everything, and I can just render stuff at work instead of rendering it at home.
Your
And when
desktop is so clean and orderly.
this is not clean and orderly.
It is. It is.
No. This is horrible. Wait, want to see something I haven't published yet?
Yes, always. Did you figure out your cloth sim, by the way? What are you going to do with it?
I think I'm gonna have it float above a field of weirdly colored grass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is a stupid question. How do you get such high resolution JPEGs? Because you're uploading like, what is it, like 4 by 5K JPEGs?
Yeah.
What do you like? What's the raw render like when you like render it? What do you render it as?
Let me just open something.
Because I'm curious if you're upscaling after or how you get them so.
No. I always render them full scale and
Gotcha.
don't upscale. I could upscale, but I'm so afraid of losing quality.
Right.
I'm always taking my computer to its its.
You killed it yesterday, right? Your
Yeah,
computer?
I do that often. Like this scene, I can hardly open it because I scattered so many satellite dishes. So this is actually the raw render, and it looks like shit, but the quality is quite good. So I just removed some satellites and then did some cleaning.
Yeah.
And
you said you used the Octane scatter for it?
You can just take.
Sorry.
No, just pick it up.
Sorry, I had to buzz someone in. I have a package on the way.
Oh,
All right, I'm back. But
no,
yeah.
no worries. You were gone for like 5 seconds. Yeah, that's another thing about Octane. The scatter is insane. I was actually talking to, of course, yesterday when people started talking about what programs they were working in and so on, that the famous Octane versus Redshift war broke out, and I was like,
oh no, that's so funny.
Can you guys scatter like 4 million trees on a plane? And the Redshift people were like, you're kidding me. And then I sent them this picture, and it's like, these are tiny trees I scattered. I think I scattered like 10 million trees in this scene.
That's insane.
That is insane. This is actually this is half
So
quality.
so wait, how does the Octane scatter work? Like, is it adaptive? Like, is it just doing high quality stuff up close to the camera and lower quality in the back?
No,
Like, is it
no,
like, how does it work?
it's just high quality.
Shit.
It's just pure quality. Let me show you. Let's just add a landscape here, and let's add ducks and make it skinny. No, skinny. Yep. So bucks in objects, you got Octane scatter. Oh, sorry, you can't see the scatter now. Single user. There we go. You got the Octane scatter, and you just plug in the cube and set the distribution to vertex and then tell it where to distribute. And now got a lot of lines. I'm just gonna line the normals and set this to that's 10,000 cubes. And there you go.
That's wild. Yeah, that's so good. So
And
fast.
yeah, look how fast it is. Of course,
Yeah.
the more polygons you add, like trees and so on from Forester and so
Sure.
on, but
Yeah, that's wild.
give this a fillet and let's just bump it up 100,000. There we go. And I don't know, it's still not enough, right? 600,000. Now it gets dense, right? No, it doesn't really.
It's so many. That's crazy.
It's still working fine. 300,000, 100. I don't know if you got modifiers in
So I do because I paid for an add-on. We have a scatter add-on that's like $60 and
mm,
gives you more parameters, but it
mm.
doesn't come with Blender.
That's the beautiful thing about Octane Scatter and Cinema 40 is that you could just add a random to it
Right.
and drop that guy in here. That's how I do most of my trees and drop it
How
in
do
the
you
effector, right? So
Yeah, how does the scatter work with objects that have really like strange shapes, like strange meshes? Does it work pretty well still, or do you ever get issues with non-uniform
I
shapes?
don't remember having any issues. We can just drop that the Donatello Christ in here and see what happens. So that's some pretty dense polygon work, right?
It's gonna kill your computer.
Probably is. Let's see.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, so I gotta turn the scatter down to 10,000. And just align this a bit for the laughs and the giggles and see what happens. There we go. There he is. Too very dense.
Very, very dense.
Yeah, but you can always like add. Let's just see. Let's do something a bit fun here. So like this, and go into the random node and the parameters. Do this. 10. Here we go. Turn these guys. That's a lot.
That's so many. That's crazy
You
though.
see how fast it is?
It's so fast.
It's so good.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay, you sold me. I'm gonna start using Octane. I'm definitely gonna start using Octane.
That is shit. I have no idea what I'm doing. All these guys. This is fun. I can't
That's
lie.
so cool.
I can't lie though. Holy shit. Yeah, so that worked pretty well.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm very impressed. This is really interesting and fun. You should do more of these. Like stream just you doing Octane stuff.
This is me doing this first time, so it's for the first time. So yeah, it would be cool to like just become some kind of mentor. Ask,
You're so
asking
good at it.
that
No,
that
I will definitely have a million questions for you, so get ready because it's definitely going to happen as I start using it.
that's fine. I love that. You know that guy Rocket Lasso?
Who?
A guy on YouTube called Rocket Lasso. He was part of Grayscale Gorillas, but now he just has his own thing.
No, I've never heard of him. Is he mostly like a C4D Octane person?
Yeah, that's probably why you haven't
Oh, gotcha.
heard of him. He's just some kind of C4D genius, and he's got a Patreon, and then he live streams, and the guys on Patreon they can just ask away, ask anything. And he just starts doing it like, how do you make a melting candle? How do you animate a melting candle in Cinema 4D? And people like, you can't do that. You gotta use Houdini. And he's like, that's a challenge. I will do it. And then he did it.
That's awesome. That's so badass.
I want to see another cool thing about Octane.
Fuck yeah, I do.
So we got a couple of these guys in focus, right? We got a camera, we got a thin lens, we got a depth of field. Remove the autofocus. You just got a focus button here. I want to focus on this guy, and this is despite it being a scatter, right? So the guys in the background, they just went blurry. So you can add depth of field really easy.
And it looks good too.
Yeah,
that is a very solid bokeh.
We are not even getting started. So you got your aspect ratio. We want the filmic one. What's it called? The one where they get long. The aspect ratio. What does it call? Oh, never mind. Just go at 2-3, and then they start being more Christian Nolan ish.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can adjust your blade count, like how many blades do you want it to be, and like how smooth and round do you want them to be.
What does that actually mean, blade count? I've always seen it, but I don't know what it means.
You know, old cameras, they had their shutter had blades. Now I'm showing it with my hands. God damn it. How does a camera work? Blades. So you can see the blades in this picture. Do you see it?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Now I know
that's
what
the
it is.
blade count.
Gotcha.
The Leica cameras would actually have straight blades instead of the round ones. So it would give another look. But that's just the bokeh. The more blade counts you have, the more round it will be. So if you see like these, you can see the blades on some of them, right?
Right.
I don't think any of these will do it. No, they're very round. But often you see like hexagon and octagon
right.
counts, and that's because they haven't got as many blades.
I did not know that. I learned so much today from you.
And you can adjust the aperture roundness too, and everything. There's a lot of things, and then
Yeah.
the lens shift and clipping and so on. But you also got the post production. So if you wanted the picture to bloom, let's see, you can use the cutoff here. Of course, this is a pretty light scene right now. So let's see if we can just turn. Nah. Daylight, well, let's just turn down the sun a bit. Oh yeah, and you can adjust the sun size and the turbidity, sky turbidity in here in the sun. Right.
Okay.
So let's just try and put this one down, go back in post processing, and get some bloom. There you go. Now you made a Dizzy Vibe image.
That's really cool.
You can adjust your glare angle and how much blur it has, and all those things.
Do you find that volumetric lighting looks really good?
Mm, it depends on the scene.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Um, but lights are really easy in Octane too. Like you just add a material, you add a light, you got your IES lights. I like those, but I usually just use the area
Wait, it
lights.
comes with IES lights? Like it already has the profiles loaded in?
No. You
Oh, okay.
gotta load
I
them.
was like, that would have been nice. All right, I see what you're saying.
So where's the camera? Just right over here somewhere. Where did the guy in the front go? Just gonna focus on something else. See, so that's actually just how you light a scene.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good just right out of the box and just like with quick adjustments. I'm so excited to try this.
See, this is the bloom I added. There's a lot of it new. No, if I
That's like
turn that
everyone
on,
who uses Eevee, they're like, let's crank this bloom. It's like,
yeah,
all right, Eevee users, all right.
need more. I should post this to Instagram. This would get likes.
I think okay, here's what you would need to do to get likes on Instagram. I was thinking about this the other day. You'd have to have neon, an astronaut, a cloud,
Yeah,
and probably like a monk praying to something.
yeah,
If you put all those together in one scene, you'd have a hit.
yeah. Just maybe a daisy. That's true. So, and the guys ain't even got any textures.
That's so cool. Yeah, I'm stoked to try this tonight when I get home.
What are you doing today?
I'm actually getting my hair done. Gotta get my hair fixed up a little. And then after that, I'm going to have a friend come over and watch bad movies. So if you have any good bad movie recommendations, let me know.
Oh, I got a lot. What kind of bad do you want?
So the last time, you might watch another one of his films, but have you ever heard of Len Kabaczynski?
Yeah.
So he does like these like horrible, stupid like karate movies, kung fu movies, and we love that. Like we love bad action movies. So if you have any recommendations for bad action movies,
I got a lot for old kung fu movies. I think. What am I doing now?
are you doing anything tonight or just going to sleep?
Yeah, I think I'll watch. I'm having a glass of wine right now, so I think I'll have another one. Um, and then I'm gonna watch. I was actually gonna see if I could figure out how to how to export an Olympic from Houdini, but I feel tired. I don't think I'm gonna bother with it. I think I'm just gonna do like a quick little thing, a promotion thing for the artworks I uploaded to Maker's Place.
Yeah, that's so exciting. So could you explain just a little bit
Mhm.
about the mint? So what does that mean, like if something is minted? I don't actually know the terms. I don't know what these words mean.
So, do you know anything about the photography art world?
So like the extent of my understanding of crypto is just that, you know, you use these sites, you tokenize your work. Once they're tokenized, it's always going to be recorded in the blockchain. So even if someone were to resell it, you're always going to have revenue coming back to you. But I don't know too much about the rest of the legalities around it or about what minting is or how you get something minted.
So there's this. It's not really that complicated. You kind of explained everything there. So the way I do it at Maker's Place. Are you still watching?
Oh, a little, yeah. I'm about to pour a glass of wine, but I'm watching. I do
Okay, okay,
both
okay.
because, as you know, my pouring is amazing. I have the best pouring abilities ever.
You do get that wine everywhere. So you actually just upload the picture, put in whatever text you want, and so on. And when you actually press publish, um, confirm the payment, then it'll withdraw that ether from your wallet, and the piece will be forever minted. And if you made any mistakes here, then there's nothing you can do about it, right? Um, and then it's just minted on the blockchain
hmm
forever,
Are you
unless
keeping?
you burn
Are
it.
you keeping yours? Or are you cashing out? Like, are you investing in Bitcoin and this type of crypto currency, or are you just cashing out when you do receive
Oh, no,
payment?
no, no. I've been in crypto for 5 years now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, since 2017. 2016. Yeah, that's almost 5 years. So no, I'm the three ones I sold of this one, that it was actually in dollars, and you can see my sale history here. It was just in dollars, so they just went to my PayPal. But this one I got paid in Ether, so
That's so cool.
yeah.
I think it's badass. Like I'm really excited for you and I'm excited to see like how your works continue to go cuz I think it's just going to keep building and you're just going to get better and better offers the longer you do it.
I think it's really hard to get noticed.
You just have to start uploading photos of yourself in wine bottles shirtless.
Yeah,
It'll get
yeah,
attention.
yeah, yeah. That's probably the way to go. Do some more tutorials. No, so you know photo art, right? And like artists will sell a photo printed for
Mhm.
like a lot of money, and then they
Yeah.
they just promise that we're not gonna sell it to anyone else, and we ain't gonna print any more than 5 of these. It's
Mhm.
exactly the same with NFTs. Sorry,
Mhm.
it's just you just promise and make a contract on the blockchain that's legally binding, that you won't distribute any more versions of this picture on the NFT.
Right.
I forgot.
So if you do tokenize your art on there, you can still sell like printed versions yourself
Yeah, but
or
you
is,
you should you should tell people that. You should put
oh,
that
okay.
that in the description. You should.
Gotcha.
This is a NTF. Keep calling it NTF, NFT, and and but I will. You of course still have the rights, the full rights to your art, like any other artist would have.
Right.
Um, but you should put that in the description of the picture if you're gonna sell prints too, and that will lower the value, of course, right? So
Right.
yeah.
Do you license your work like on Avent or anything like that? Have you done that in the past?
No, I haven't. I know Morton has, but I haven't.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm just like all curious about it because, I want to get things set up a little bit more this year with like actually selling things and doing stuff, but it's a lot. It's a lot to look into and figure out.
Yeah, and it's you got a lot more followers than I do, so you got the
Eh, not
affiliate.
not not for my 3D stuff though, because I'm so new to it. I mean, all the followers I had were from when I did photography years
Yeah,
ago.
but it
So,
gives you a leg up, right? When doing things, I can only imagine. And you got the affiliate links on Instagram, right? Isn't that 10,000?
the what?
The where you can put the links in your stories.
I don't even know what that is. Sorry, I'm like so bad at social media. Like I've never heard of affiliate links. I didn't know what that is.
Okay, it's like if you have a store like Morten has, he can put a link directly in your story, and then it
Oh.
gets that little swipe up thingy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you should have just called it the swipe up. I would have known then.
Okay,
So-
sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
so I'm so bad. Well, that's a sexy looking cloth. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it's just gonna check it out. I actually wanted to show you how easy I did the texture for it. If Octane is ever gonna, there's a lot of geometry in it. So this is actually just Octane Sun. Did we? Hello?
Oh, I'm still here. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. I think there was a bit of delay. All right, we're
Yeah.
all good.
This is actually just an Octane Sun.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm like freaking out about how good that cloth looks.
It's,
Ah, it's so good.
so this is the actual texture. It's made of nothing. Just a second. I'll just open it for you. If I can. I think the streaming business is killing my computer a bit. No, it's just my middle click that doesn't work. What? Why? Computer. Come on. There we go. Yes, hello. There we go.
Yeah, where it goes. Yeah.
See,
I feel like your computer is so angry with you right now. It's like, yo, bro, like this is a lot.
yeah, it's not. I'm gonna open Houdini later, and it's gonna be so angry with me. Look at this. This is this is the color in the albedo. This is a float texture on 0.5, the standard in the metallic. This is a float texture on 0.5 in the roughness. This is a
Sorry,
float.
what does float texture mean? I'm not familiar with
It
that term.
just gives you a slider.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha.
how much metallic look do you want on it? No metallic look? All the metallic look.
It's like literally 5 nodes and it looks amazing. Oh my god.
That's what I mean. So float, a fall off map that in the opacity that makes it just a bit transparent on the fall off, right? So it's just 0.7 and a 1, so that's
Hmm.
pretty standard. 2, and in the transmission where the sun should shine through, I
Hmm.
just took this one, duplicated it down here, and and pulled a bit more light into it. That's it. It's class,
No, it looks great. It looks
class
so
texture.
good. I love the detail of like all the creases and everything. So when
That's
you
super.
created it in Houdini, or do you just use like wind forces to make it blow, or how do you get the movement to it? Like what do you do in Houdini?
I use something called Vellum,
Oh,
um,
okay. So it's
which
for like cloth stuff, I'd assume.
it's Vellum is for a lot of things. Like
Mm.
Houdini got like these amazing scripts they've added to the program, um, like the Vellum and the growth simulation, and it's got this pop smoke and all kinds of things, but it's actually really easy. I'll just set up a quick scene with not too many polygons here to show
Yeah.
you. Like if you make a grid, there you go. That's a grid. You jump into the grid. Everything is node based here. So a remeasure. There we go. It's remeshed. Let's just bump that up a bit. Then let's add a vellum. Let's see. Sometimes the vellum cloth doesn't really work for me, but let's just try this. There we go. That's a vellum cloth, and we need a vellum solver, and the solver is the one who makes all the calculations. So we'll add that guy and point these guys in. There we go. And there we go. So let's see if it works. No, it gets stuck. I don't know why. I got some problems. Okay, I'll just
Wait, what is the picture on the remesh? Is that a donut? What is that?
Huh?
What's the thing? Like, see on the remesh one, the little node?
That's a donut, yeah.
It's a donut. I love
Yeah.
it. That's so fun.
And the solver is always some kind of brain.
Oh, that's so fun. I like the interface of it a lot. It's really cool. The little icons.
Yeah, it's weird. I'll just see if I can move.
Sorry, it's like you can tell I'm a Blender user. I'm like, wait, is that a donut? Like,
I've never really thought about it. I was like, let's just get going.
also, sorry, I'm definitely gonna overanalyze any photo you ever send me. Like, I'm so sorry that I always notice the stupidest details on stuff.
That's just really fun. I think that's so fun. I was like, how did you even see that? So
At least now I know about the hinges, though. Like, literally, there have been conversations. Like, we've all like sat around Google and had debates about Danish hinges over here. It's a big deal to us.
I love that. That's so much fun. Why are you being like that? Let's see. Just stop. Okay. Houdini. Stop being an asshole.
I bet you would make a lot of money having a Patreon, especially if you did like Houdini-based simulations.
Yeah, but I'm not good with Houdini. I just dabble.
But you dabble, but I feel like you're really good at explaining things. So that's the thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by Houdini because it's so complicated and people don't know how to explain it very well. But you're very like good about explaining and teaching people things.
Maybe. That's me being not good at getting compliments. Okay, let's see.
Is that a Danish thing, by the way? Like,
yeah, we have something called jantelov here in Denmark, and it means you are not better than anyone.
Interesting.
You should be humble all the time, and we grow up with that. So
I love your culture, by the way. I'm so fascinated by y'all.
That's nice. Thank you. We love our culture too. we're not really that humble about that. Okay, so look at this. You got the solver, and you got your gravity right here. We had set that to 1, then it'll float upwards, right, very slowly. We can set it to 0, and then it will move nowhere. And then we got wind. We can add a bit of wind to this one. See what happens. Nothing. Oh, it actually moved a tiny bit. Yeah, it's moving. But that wind is really boring. So we're gonna dive into the solver, right? And just double click that guy and add a pop wind. This is just an overall wind, and add that to the forces output. And did I add a pop wind? Yeah, I did. There we go. Play around with these, give it some roughness, some more turbulence. Turn these guys down a bit. And then let's go out to the grid again, see what we created. There you go.
Oh wow.
That's
That was so
amazing.
quick. Yeah, you
That's
did that so
amazing,
quick.
eh?
Yeah.
And you can always turn up the remeasure if you want more details, but you've got Vellum post-process. Where that?
Is it pretty easy to pin vertices, like, if you wanted part of it to be connected to something? Like, have you tried that before? For, like, making curtains or something like that? Like, blowing curtains? Like, can you do pin groups?
Okay, look at this. Vellum constraints. I think it's this guy. No. Isn't it? Okay, so let's delete this one. Oh, let's not delete the solver because we like the solver. Let's add vellum cloth. Yeah. And you got this one called pinpoints.
Okay.
Let me just click that one a couple of times. Let's see. Let's do something like this. Jump into the grid again. Vellum points. Pinpoints. This doesn't always work for me. Then you just select the points you want to pin, press enter, and you see we got a lot of values here. Now let's make a new one. Vellum solver. There we go. Add this guy. It's got some forces. Yes, it does. And play. I don't know why it's getting stuck on these 4 points here. It seems like something wrong with my scene somewhere. Maybe if I remesh it a bit. Let's try. Let's just try and up this one. See what happens. See, now all the points are screwed because of the remeasure. I might just, instead of doing a remeasure, and delete all these guys and do a subdivide. Yeah, and see how many subdivisions. There we go. Let's see here. See what happens. Okay, it's just falling. That was perfect. So we'll add some points. There. Enter. No, didn't work. Again. Enter. Got it. Back to this guy and press play. And there you go.
This is so cool. I just love watching you work. Like I said, like I watch your live streams. Like even though I don't really use Cinema 4D, I think it's just fun to watch you do what you do.
Thank you. It is. I like just watching people work. So
Yeah,
it's just fun.
that's so nice. Ah, Houdini is so cool.
It really is.
You're a badass. I
This
still
is
have so
free.
much to learn before I would ever try something like that. I just want to get. I want to get
Just
animation down in
dive.
Unreal, but good God, the lighting in Unreal is a mess. It's so bad.
It really is.
Have you tried game engines before?
Nope.
it sucks because like the physics and the animations in them are so fun and like I love doing it, but it's like the lighting makes me want to like I don't know throw my computer out the window. It makes me so mad.
Me too.
Yeah, that's a lovely simulation. It's so pretty.
Want to see something really cool?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay, let's just do what we did before and add a remesh here. There we go, remesh, and remesh the shit out of that. There we go. Add a villain constraint. Villain.
Also, have you ever tried Arnold?
I haven't, no, but I have a friend who has.
God, I love the toon shading in Arnold. I'm waiting for it to be released for Blender. Looks so
I've
good.
never done anything with Toon Shader either, and I would really like to.
So you've never tried the Octane toon shader at all to see what it does?
No.
Ah.
I thought of it once, but then I didn't. More wine?
Ah, you can hear that. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm surprised my cats aren't meowing. So they're not allowed in the bedroom when I'm in here because they chew on the wires. But usually they cry at the door. But they're being good right now. They're my little cuntlets.
Cuntlets.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
That's fun. Pump wind. Let's just put in a wind. See.
I was actually going to ask you because you've traveled in America a lot. Have you met other Chicagoans before? Like, have you ever had it, like? Am I your first Chicagoan like person that you've talked to, or have you met many?
I think you are.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet like other Chicagoans, and you're gonna be like, okay, this woman is very different from the rest of y'all.
I don't know. I've listened to Roman Mars a lot.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel like I know him. So okay, we've made a simulation here. It's really cool. I like it.
So cool.
But I want it to loop, because looping is fun. So what do we do, Houdini? You just type in loop. Just type in loop. And then we're just gonna wait for a second. I need to redo you, don't I? There we go. Now, did you make a loop already?
Is it bad that I could seriously sit here and watch this stupid like fast cloth sim with my bottle of wine for like hours? Like I would sit here and watch this for hours.
It actually made
It's so fun.
This is a loop. It made a loop. A perfect loop.
That's so badass. I love that it made a loop just right off the bat. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing.
It is a bit broken though. That's too wild. How do you do that? Read time? Right? Just turn down the speed to 0.2. Yeah. No, read time did. Let's add vellum. No, I can't do that now, can I? Post process. We want thickness. Oh, I need to run the simulation again. Right? 0.3 and a blur of 0.4. Yeah, now you got it. Got the thickness too.
Do you have any big art goals for 2021, like programs you want to get really good at or things you want to achieve this year?
I I think it's all about the money.
It's always all about the money. It's not a bad answer.
I think this whole crypto space is so much fun, and I wanna dive more into it. Um, but I really just want to focus on my job too, because
Do you think you'll stay at your job for a really long time, or have you been like looking about other places?
no, I think I'll stay at my job because the initial idea when they hired me back in the days was there was no 3D department in our little boutique.
Hmm.
So I'm the 3D department, and the initial idea is that I'm going to become some sort of boss of that department, and it'll grow, and it should
Hmm.
grow, and it is growing. We just hired a guy yesterday. So that's the idea. If I were to leave the company, I'll leave for a company called Frame CPH.
Are they also in the same city, or are they somewhere else in
Yeah.
Denmark?
CPH
Oh,
is
gotcha.
Copenhagen. I'll just send you a link. They do cool stuff, but the problem is they know us really well, and they've worked together with a lot of my colleagues.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gets a bit dicey.
yeah. It's a problem when you're living in a city of 1 million people. Everybody knows each other.
I
Um,
still think it's cool that you actually do art for a job. Like I had obviously tried it with photography, but it's stressful. It's
I,
so stressful to do art as a job.
I don't do art. I do headphones mainly.
Oh wait, really? I didn't know that. So like you just do like 3D like art and advertisement for the company, or?
Not there's a lot of different projects
Hmm.
at work, but we do a lot of headphones, like a lot of headphones. Um,
Are they good headphones? Like do you like off the record? Do you actually like the headphones, the product?
Not these.
Okay,
Look at the screen.
gotcha.
Oh, that it's gaming headphones, right? But it's fun to do. I love doing textures, and I love lighting scenes and making everything look awesome, and the clients love it. So
Do you shoot your own HDRIs?
no,
Gotcha.
I have done for one project. Um, I'm actually, that the beer pictures I did.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing new campaigns for them uh,
Okay.
this week, next week, and I'll be doing more later this spring. That's really cool. And I think the Royal Danish Theatre,
Hmm.
they actually need me to do some cloth sims. That's kind of why I started diving into it, just to do some R&D.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I mean, it looks amazing already, and you've just like started working in cloth.
Yeah, I might switch to what's it called? That cloth simulation program.
Oh, marvelous designer.
Marvelous, yeah, I might switch to
Yeah,
Marvelous.
that stuff looks really good. Like, I'm assuming that like Houdini is probably in the long run more powerful, but marvelous designer would be easier and probably can do 90% of what you need it to do, is what
If
I would guess.
if you just want to do a curtain,
Right, right. Yeah,
you should
marvelous design looks great.
definitely just use Marvelous. It's so easy to do curtains and stuff. So yeah, these guys are awesome.
Well, I'm excited to see this cloth sim when it's finally finished.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
so
Me too.
cool. It
So
looks so good already, even with just like a really like quick material and just quick lighting and everything.
mm,
Like, do
see,
you do shitty stuff? Like, I just everything you do is always so good. Like, do you do stuff where you're like, okay, this is actually bad?
yeah, I throw away a lot of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you show me an example like of something that you'd consider bad?
Mm, I think I've did. Yeah, I got one. It's a windmill. Sucks.
Wait, do you guys have windmills in Denmark, right? Like that's a
We
thing.
are the capital of windmills.
Holland. I thought Holland was the capital of windmills.
That's the old timey kind.
Oh, okay. But you've got like wind turbines.
Yeah. We produce
Okay.
like 1 billion wind turbines every year.
Okay.
And we got them everywhere, and some people love them, and some people really hate them. So yeah, we got a lot. I started this one, and it never amounted to anything because I just couldn't make it work. But it was fun building the wind turbine.
Wait, what's that Fibonacci spiral? Like, do you have some kind of grid that shows you sort of like layouts for that? That's so cool.
Yeah, you just add that in the camera.
Oh, that's lovely. I would love to learn Cinema 4D, but it's like I'm so entrenched in Blender right now. I feel like it doesn't make sense to switch at this point. Maybe one day. I don't know.
This is just I was on this Studio Ghibli fit.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you because you mentioned. So the other day, I was thinking about asking about Miyazaki films because I was wearing my Gigi socks, and I was going to send you a photo of it, and I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird to send like this dude your socks, but like, what Miyazaki film is your favorite?
Totoro.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
That's the first one I saw as a kid, and I've just kept rewatching it. But I love all this film. That man can do no wrong.
He's so good. Yeah, Kiki's is my personal favorite, but I think Spirited Away or Princess Mononoke are maybe like the best objectively. But yeah, Kiki's forever.
I actually haven't seen Princess Mononoke.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know why. I want to see
It's
it.
quite good. You would like it, especially because you're all about like environmental concerns and clean living and stuff in harmony with nature, I suppose. The juxtaposition of the unexpected. It's so funny.
I've actually considered writing that on the cloth.
You should. I mean, I'm
Yes.
definitely gonna like make a troll comment if you do, like post it though. Like, I hope you are okay with me like trolling your Instagram if you do post that.
Please do.
Oh, I'll troll the fuck out
I
of
do
you.
that to Morten all the time, like obscure shit.
I'm not like, but again, like I definitely practice that with my cats. Like I always have my cats like listen and like I'll come up with really like good phrases where I'm like, oh, that's a bad bitch phrase, and then I just like put it in for any interview.
That's cool.
Are you going to do a podcast with the dude, or what did you decide?
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna do it tonight, but long story short, Leech woke up. I'm gonna call her by her name now, Ottilia.
I was gonna say, what is her name?
It's you're never gonna be able to pronounce it because we picked a name that no American, no foreigner will ever be able to. It's Ottilia.
What is it?
Ottilia.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because of her mom's grandmother.
That's like an impossible name.
It's
Oh
like
my god.
Ottilia. Like, oh my god, Thai, Lee, and
So many vowels. You all use so many vowels over there.
Ja, det gør vi. Vi snakker med rigtig mange vokaler. What was it? Was I gonna show you something? No, I don't think so. What's this? That's more headphones.
Oh wait, what were you gonna tell me though? You were talking about Leech, the daughter's name.
Oh yeah, she woke up.
You had a story.
And she was feeling sick, and she actually barfed.
Oh, that's not good. Is she okay? Like, is that something they do? So you have to like, I don't understand. So like, do 3-year-olds barf? Like, is that a thing?
Apparently, I have no idea. So she was feeling sick, and I was watching some TV with her, and I just wrote to the guy. I just woke up, and my daughter's feeling sick, so I'm gonna reschedule tonight if just to be sure, so I didn't have to go and I'm very worried about it, right? So I just and because he actually wrote me that he would send over the questionnaires and the information. And I
Sure.
was like, can we please reschedule? Because my daughter's sick and I don't want to go about the day worrying about it. And
Right.
he was really cool about it. And I was like, maybe we can do it Wednesday at 7 o'clock or something, Danish time. He was like, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no
I'm
problem.
looking forward to hearing it. I mean, and he's over a little bit closer to you since he's in Turkey, so yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure you guys
I
will be able
think
to
we're
reschedule.
like an hour off or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he did an interview with my friend Julie, and it was just
yeah,
so
so
fun. Like, I love her. Like, my mom listened to it, and she's like, she listened to it today, and she's like, "You have a lot of Russian friends." I'm like, "I know. Like, literally, I only hang out with Russian people. Like, they're the
fun.
fucking best."
I've only known one Russian guy, Boris.
Boris.
Yeah,
That's very Russian.
yeah, he's super
Yeah,
Russian.
what is your friend group? So I was reading about Danish culture that Danes sort of stick to their own like kind of like groups. Like you have a group and a friend group and then you just sort of stick to that group. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. We are
Interesting.
solitary people, and you usually stick with the people you grow up with. I'm weird like that because I kind of broke out of that.
Who
And
is your closest friend? Like is it someone that you've known since you were young?
yeah, he's called Soren. Um, and I've actually known him before birth.
Wait, what? How do you know someone before birth? How does that work? So like your mothers knew each other, I'm assuming.
No, they were in the same maternity for what do you call that? The place where you give birth.
Well, we hospital over here. I don't know what it is over there.
Yeah,
Oh, a
there's
maternity ward?
yeah, ward. Yeah, they
Ward.
were on the same, and I'm born a bit before him, so I was actually up on his mom's belly.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we went to it's not the kindergarten, it's the one before the daycare.
Preschool,
Yeah,
daycare, yeah.
yeah, the daycare. We went to daycare together, and then to kindergarten together, and then we didn't go to school together for the first 6 years, but then I changed school, and I by chance I ended up in his class, and then we've just been together ever since. We lived together a couple of years too. So
Oh,
we
wow. How is that? Like, I can't really live with people because I hate humans. But like, did you work out together well, like to live in the same place?
not really,
Oh, okay.
but we had fun. Um,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, no, I'm very cleanly. He ain't.
Well, that's what I was saying. Your desktop, like, you can tell you are about order and cleanliness. Like, you can tell that about you.
Oh, I think.
Do you have brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I've got two. Yeah. But my little brother, he's got autism, so he's a brother, but we don't really have
Sure.
a relationship.
Mm. Are
Um,
you the oldest?
yeah, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
I got a sister, and she's got two kids, so our relationship is better. But I have a gloomy past. I got an autistic brother, and my dad died when I was 16 years old. Um, so my childhood was like a bit weird, like that. There was a lot of sickness and not a lot of me and my sister time.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I was a lot with friends, and my sister kind of just focused on my dad being sick and so on. So, but
Mhm.
that's so depressing. Let's talk about something else.
Sure. Well, I have to go to my hair
Oh
appointment. I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
call an
do.
Uber. Gotta get my hair fixed. I've been doing so. I do most of my hair during quarantine. I've been doing it myself, but every like few months I go in and get it like touched up a bit. So
Mm.
I'm gonna go get that done so I don't look completely like awful.
I started cut. I just started cutting my own hair.
It's not actually that bad. Like the main thing for me is like the hair dye because I dye my hair. So like right now I
Mm.
just have really bad roots, which is why I was wearing a hat. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna record these messages with a fucking hat for this dude. Like, but yeah, I'll be around. I'm gonna go get my hair done. Are you gonna be up for a while, or what are you working on tonight?
Yeah, well, like
You sleep soon.
nah, I'm gonna go early to bed today. Never happens.
Dude, I was up until like 6. I was a fucking crazy person last night.
Uh, you don't sleep apparently.
I don't. I like it's like been a lifelong issue. I just do not sleep. But fuck it.
No, I think I'm just gonna do this little promotion thing for my art and post it on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, promote your shit, dude.
And
Promote it.
yeah, because how else am I gonna get the collectors to notice me?
Shirtless photos. Get your OnlyFans going. It's what we all want. No, I'm just joking. I'm just teasing you.
I need to start working out again.
I don't think anyone's been able to work out properly this year. It's been a fucking crazy year. But anyway, I'm gonna go. However, I really like talking to you. If you ever want to like jump on a Discord call again, I'd really like to do it and talk to you a bit more.
Listen, me and Morten often just do this in the evening. I know you're working and the time is wonky, but on weekends I just love working and talking to people. Like
Okay.
when I'm working on art, and you'll discover quite weird. Morten thinks it's so weird, but I talk a lot to myself when I'm working.
That's okay. Like I said, like we think in America, we think Danish accents are really cool. So I like hearing you talk. I think it sounds awesome.
So
So
you
talk away.
think this accent is good? Because I've always found it really weird.
No, it sounds awesome. Like I'm actually friends about it. I'm like, fuck, I want to go to Denmark at the end of this quarantine shit because like their accents are cool. They care about like clean, sustainable living. I'm like, these people have it going on. Oh, and and like women are considered like equals to men. I'm like, that's a great country right there. So fuck it.
There's actually this joke going around right now that men won't hire women because they're superior.
Oh my god, I love Denmark. I love your country so much. Can I please live in your wine cellar? I just want to live in your wine cellar. I'll learn Danish. I'll learn it. I'll do it.
You can live in the spare room in the cellar.
Okay.
We haven't got a wine cellar.
That's so bad. I'll just be down there. I'll be a little goblin. Like you have to give me a fork for my ice cream, and I'll just pour wine really awful into a bad bottle, and I'm just bad. I don't know how to use cutlery.
The cocktail, I love that. That's so fun.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. And like I said, I'll be around. Feel free to like chat whenever. I've had so much fun talking to you today. So.
Likewise.
Hell yeah. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
You too. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.